Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM 2012. We're going to start that outsider shard immediately. It's only going to take us 2 days. Look at that event list. It's literally scrolling across the screen. It is that awesome and that epic. And so are we. For we're about to achieve global control. Request from Japan. We've received a request from the CEO of a major Japanese research firm known as Nintendo. They'd like an opportunity to examine a chrysalid corpse. He's offering extensive compensation if willing to provide a few samples for their scientists to study. Yeah, why not? You can help create some new Pokemon. Sounds like that firm's about to take its place in medical history, thanks to us. Oh yeah. And we got some more scientists, which speeds this discovery enormously. And now the lady who would have had soundtrack, but I keep forgetting to put it in. A loading bar. Oh, that was what the aliens were working on.
There you are.
Tactical. Do we have an eagle over these coordinates?
Recon satellite Delta 2 is just coming into line of sight. Now, sir. Coming on screen.
Nothing.
No, that's impossible. I know it's there.
Switch to thermal.
Hello.
Give me subsurface.
Gotcha.
Re-establish towers with all the mail on the ground.
Think of what we might find once we get inside that facility. Imagine what they might be doing down there.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, we found it. Now how do we get inside?
I thought you'd never ask.
The MacGuffin! We can now assign new research.
The methods involved in creating these crystals.
Assault the
An
enemy base.
organic machine capable of complex communications. We could spend years studying this technology.
Basically, we can now produce the skeleton key. This device is the culmination of our research into the shard recovered from the alien outsider. It should allow our troops to infiltrate the alien base and find out what's going inside. Meanwhile, we can't research anything else because we're out of weapon fragments of all things. But we can research the skeleton suit or the UFO power source. As the UFO power source is quick,
What the aliens might be doing in an underground facility.
probably the same thing they were doing in the normal
I've got a
XCOM.
hunch as to how we might get into that facility. Just give the word, and I'll begin manufacturing the key immediately.
I'm giving you the word now. We can only produce one of them. There we go.
The potential applications for this sort of tech would have been limitless if the aliens had only come in peace.
Well, that's their fault, isn't it? So now we're going to scan for activity.
Satellite coverage, Brazil, the United States.
We now have global control. Oh yeah, the love of XCOM now extends across the whole planet with satellite-hugging technology. Let's now assign some new research. We can now construct the Illyrium generator, which provides plus 30 power. But our power is currently okay. But we can now research Illyrium itself. This is a good thing. And there's also the new fighter craft. If only we had more weapon fragments. But we don't have weapon fragments, which is a pain. Can we buy them though? Just wondering. Of course we can't. This is XCOM. You can't actually. We can sell the alien surgery because there's no benefit to it for some reason. You'd think that alien surgery kits would actually have scientific benefit. Alien stasis tanks can sell that lot too. There you go. Cannot sell the skeleton key. Ah, we've got tons of alien alloys, but no weapon fragments. So we just need to kill more aliens, much to the behest of that science chick. Alright, let's start some research on something we can do. Skeleton suit, I suppose? Illyrium? Illyrium's 4 days. What I was mainly waiting for, and the reason why I haven't done it just yet, is I want that shift to be complete. And that ammo conservation project. There we go. Now I'm quite satisfied. The improved medikit we'll just have to let go for the moment. But I just wanted to make sure that we have Goliath 3 at our disposal. Of course, making sure everyone's got their full loadout as always. Yes. Yes. Blaster launcher. Oh yeah. Plasma rifle. We might be even construct an additional plasma rifle for our good friend Bubbles, who has proved himself worthy up to this point. I think we can get that happening. What about you? Oh yeah. Plasma rifle only costs $138. Oh, let's even get a video for it. Oh. It's a gun. Let's shoot a classic mutant. And that's how we deal with Hollywood celebrities here at XCOM, in a cloud of particle effects. Oh, it's so flavoursome. Now that we've constructed that, we can carry on with our next mission. Let's quickly give Bubbles a handy dandy new and improved plasma rifle. Yes. We won't worry about the plasma pistol because, let's face it, they're rarely actually using their sidearms. Usually sticking to the rifles. And half the time he's just healing people anyway. So, let's get on to the mission now. We can now begin the alien base assault. It is over here in South America. On my personal save, it was in Africa. And now, here we are. As you can see, the spinny triangles of justice await us. We shall now assault the alien base. One particular thing which I don't like in comparison to the original game, this is, yeah, completely story-driven. There's no constant attacking alien bases. It's not really strategic, it's just, yeah. Anyway, we have Scope Heaven here. I think it's ready to begin. Life number 3, because the first 2 lives were taken out by David. Which is something that's not good for my concentration. I went to Supernova over the weekend, last weekend rather. Got a little tiny cute Charmander by my desk now. It's terrible! Woo!
Thanks to Dr. Vaughn's research and some clever developments done in engineering, this skeleton key should allow you to breach the alien compound. We've only got one chance to make this work, though, so let's make sure we do it right.
Wow. Use extreme caution. Analysis indicates the presence of a large combined enemy contingent. This mission cannot be aborted. You can't just kill all the hostages. Identify and capture the base commander if possible. We'll see what we can do. We drop some rope down there. Oh yeah. Quicksilly and friends dropping down.
God only knows what they're doing to these people. All the more reason to blow them to hell. Get moving.
Thank you for identifying Quicksilly's thoughts.
So far, we don't have visual confirmation on the hostiles. I wouldn't get too comfortable, though. We're expecting heavy resistance. They're probably moving into position as we speak.
What I find more concerning is how did the Shiv get down there? I wanted to see the Shiv, you know, strapped on to some rope. I mean, seriously, that's what's really important.
Well, it looks like we found where they've been taking the abductees, but that still doesn't explain what the purpose of all this is.
Look at that in the background. What is that? That's what's really concerning me. I mean, look at that. What is it? Is that flesh? Whoa. Whatever it is, it's extremely pretty. But let's not let pretty things distract us from our mission. That's right, Spider. He's not one to get distracted by pretty things. It's good. It's good to people you can rely on. Such as Quicksilly, with her awesome plasma pistol. This is quite similar, actually, to that battleship assault we had, because it's pretty much just slow progression throughout a large alien installation. Oh, that's right. Look at that! Look at that thing there. That is awesome. We have the Shredder rocket as always, and Fire Rocket will unleash the blaster launcher, although alas it is only a single shot, because we're unable to carry ammunition. Well, it seems like the mutants were to the left, but KOR, King and Thor take reaction fire. But only one enemy actually makes a hit.
Watch the sides.
Some flanking does take place, but Quicksilly's quick on it. dealing 6 damage to the foes.
They're trying to flank us!
Well, calm down, everyone. That's all I can say. Calm down. Spider takes an executive position and now sees how likely he is to hit each particular target. The most pressing one is this one here, dealing 7 damage.
For the love of God, get me out of here!
Spider then panics immediately and kills it. So, I'm honestly not minding. He just took a second turn for free. I mean, who complains at that? Have we do get any extra accuracy with our sniper rifle on Thor? We don't, but we do get an extra chance to deal a critical hit. But for now, I'm just going to take the regular plasma pistol against this target here. Through the railing and everything. It's a good kill there, Thor. King's accuracy there is rather lacking, so we could get Quicksilly to do what needs to be done. She actually can't see the enemy there, but now that she's taken a defensive position, she can. Dealing 7 damage. Intimidate does go off, but will the alien make a move? Quicksilly panics.
Get me out of here!
And kills the alien as well. I mean,
No!
so far, every panic...
Go home!
Well, I spoke too soon. Thor panicked as well. Didn't even mention it on the event feed. Thor panicked as well, just to make himself feel better. So, Bubbles is then destined to say, well, groan and heal himself. Good on you, Bubbles, for taking it like a man. Taking that panic, because so far every panic was actually in our favour, just gave us an extra turn. So, also, why did the heavy laser... Oh, I suppose he did deal some damage. Wow, look at that. The heavy laser has only a tiny smidgen of ammo taken off it. That ammo conservation upgrade was very worthwhile. Shiv providing some cover. Covering fire, that is. And cover too. Multiple dimensions of cover. Meanwhile, everybody's panicking, which is not ideal. Keep it together, everybody, please. It's rather embarrassing. See, KOR just took like a 7 damage plasma pistol shot to the face. You don't see him complaining. He's just like going, oh, so manly. Meanwhile, Quicksilly has regained her composure. It's good to see. It's also good to see we're completely out of position, and yet that little mutant squad there did absolutely nothing. We were okay. That's good. That's very good. It's pleasing to the body. Alright, Quicksilly. It's time to get up here, along with the others. Spider, the epic man himself. No one could see his face. It's a bit like that Dust character from the game that Kassan bought me. We're hearing movement to the left.
What's making that noise?
And if you ask me, it sounds like chrysalids. But we don't know about those things. Let's advance, Shiv, straight into the next room. And we see a Cyberdisc accompanied by the typical drone formation. It smashes the holographic screen, moving closer to the Shiv. The Shiv shall either suppress or attack the target directly, dealing 9 damage. 7 damage was dealt. KOR is able to get right to the door. Dealing 7 additional damage. It's great. I'm excited. The Lord of Zap is unable to take a great shot. Although we do have King able to take a shot from here. A long-range shot there, dealing 14 damage. Destroying the alien device. With his second turn, he'll actually move forward. Spider shall dash to the door. Quicksilly dashes to the door as well, so that she can take a shot next turn. And the Lord of Zap shall position himself here and go, well, I can't shoot them from here anyway. At least someone's overwatching. And there's that reaction shot from Thor. Destroying one of those drones immediately, and Thor earns a promotion as well. It's good to see. Alright, Shiv of Glory, press on. I love that extra ammo capacity. Unfortunately though, that Cyberdisc has completely blocked off that way in. We have to go the long way around. I know. How painful is that? Alright, well, let's make it happen. Come on down, King. It's good we don't have to worry about reloading so much. That ammo conservation upgrade, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, like a baby's face. I've never used that simile before. I don't think I ever will again. Alright, let's keep going, shall we? Not get too concerned with what I'm saying. It's best not to pay attention. Just a smile, knowing that it was potentially amusing. Just smile. I am hearing the sounds of chrysalids in the distance. It is somewhat concerning to my brain. It is a sound I've learnt to associate with great pain. For many a terracite is, well, burdened down with such things of destruction and pain and misery and misfortune. It's good to know that we'll be okay. Goliath number 3 advancing all the way to the ledge. I can't believe that the ledge on the stairs actually doesn't count as cover. I mean, it makes sense for it to count as cover. Normally it's like the most easiest place to spot. But still, we're getting there, towards the other side.
You hear that?
Hopefully, we can actually not destroy the Cyberdisc in the same location. Otherwise, we're stuffed. The Cyberdisc is in the same location. If we let it destroy itself here, now, it could end potentially bad for our efforts to destroy the alien base. I don't have to use a grenade just to get rid of it. Still, needs must. 7 damage. It's a good start to my campaign. KOR shall advance and provide some additional soakage of damage. Make the ship shall retreat, leaving no doubt in the minds and hearts of everyone everywhere. Never going to have to go back the other way, or use a grenade. 7 additional damage. Who shall provide the final damage? Up here, perhaps? Taking cover behind the Shiv, dealing the 7 damage required. Or 5 damage. As tempting as it is for Spider to take position, he's alas too far away to provide that stun. That stun isn't going to happen this turn. But King shall boldly step forth and eliminate the enemy Cyberdisc.
Hostiles pacified.
Dealing 12 damage. Wow, he does so much damage to Cyberdiscs. And once again, we just can't get anywhere. He's earned a promotion, but alas, we'll have to soak up some drone fire. We don't know how much damage it is because the screen is blocking it.
I'm alright.
He took 1 damage from that pasting of drone fire, and once again, we can't actually get through. Still, at least we have a Shredder rocket, which deals 6 damage because of the power of the... Wow, look at that! The blaster launcher can go around corners. That's beautiful. But yes, we have to take out this lot, so let's do it. Through the door. shredder rocket was a beautiful thing. And notice how the bonus damage from the heat ammo also applies to the rocket launcher. I didn't know that. That's good to know. But unfortunately, the one thing I hoped it would do, it didn't. We're going to try an alien grenade, see if it does any better.
Catch.
It doesn't. In other words, we're stuck. Woo! Guess no one thought of that one.
Engage.
What happens if people shoot the scientists as soon as they appear? Well, they're stuffed, aren't they? Pretty much. I may have just broken the game. We may have to wait for the fire to naturally extinguish. We can't just blow it up again. There's no fire extinguishers, is there? Hang on. Nope, we can dash over that one square. Oh yeah, we can dash up that one square. Over the top of the Cyberdisc's burning husk, we have managed to prevail where normal people would have failed. At least I can provide some cover for my ailing operatives, whose brains are stumped by this turn of events. I mean, look at that pathfinding through there. I mean, that's some sick pathfinding. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! But they've just dodged the flames. The flames were placed just so we would not lose. King, venturing forth, that damn bonus damage against heavy units. Not regretting it now. I mean, I was initially going, but let's face it, he's really dealing with Cyberdisc beautifully. Up to dealing, he's dealt 12 damage or quite large amounts of damage every time, which is very pleasing to my central nervous system. And so now that we've managed to get past this particular obstacle, another one surely awaits.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Most certainly I did. Such as those sounds of chrysalids running around. But for now there are no enemies at all. Still, we shall not be dodgy. We shall strafe skillfully and boldly, doing nothing. Okay, let's keep going, shall we? KOR getting over there. We're just going to progress slowly but surely throughout the alien base. We've got some ways to go, as you can see, through the fog of war. And the very, very dodgy camera, of course, doing its own thing. There's no real cover, unfortunately. We're just going to have to dash and just hope for the best. Might go Quicksilly to provide some covering support from this position, as well as Kick, because he can. Just in case anyone pops their head out. We hear lots of people, but there's still no one to threaten our supremacy. We can't see quite how far we can go. That's a dash. That's not. Go there, Shiv, wherever that is. An alien power source is here. Not much else from this particular vantage point. Still, it's a good enough place as any for us to defend. And the fires have finally gone out. So, if I had waited and not wasted a grenade on it, I would have been okay. But you don't know these things if you're just a player. You know, you're just like, oh dear, I blocked off both halves. I mean, I blocked it off last time. You know, last time I did a big base. The sniper, of course, is the person going first, because sniper and assault classes are very similar in this game. Give them gunslinger, they can be assault classes like the rest of them. You know, pistol, shotgun, pretty similar. Similar uses, really. I'm gonna get Classic to go over here. Fortunately, not revealing anything. Well, that is an interesting growl, though. I will make that point. If possible, it would be tasty, very tasty, to capture the base's commander, because let's face it, the food at XCOM HQ is getting a bit boring. Still nothing. Man alive. Still, we'll just keep pressing on, as long as this video will take. Might have to call it a video, though, pretty soon, because let's face it, it's a big base, and big bases require multiple vids because they're big. Big words, big boldness. Oh, so big, so expansive, so beautiful. Alright, well, at least we're pressing forth with moderate safety. I mean, there's not that many enemies at this stage for an enemy base. I mean, we've We've dealt with 2 sets of cyber distant drones, and that's about it, really.
There's something out there.
So, yeah. I mean, there's clearly enemies out there, but not here. Camera, of course, being a loon. We'll get our ship to move here. Once again, revealing no aliens at all.
What God's name are we looking at?
I didn't want to believe it, but it's clear the aliens have been experimenting on the abductees. What could they be hoping to accomplish through this?
Although I've just noticed this. That's a naked human body right in there. It's quite helpful, the aliens, that they put just this tiny little covering there. Just so you couldn't tell. No, you couldn't see anything potentially risque. But, oh well. Accidental modesty aside, we do have to kill the aliens should they finally appear. We see some drones by themselves. It's a bit different. But hey, we have laser pistols for such things. Actually, we'll just use the standard weapon because it deals enough damage.
No longer a threat.
That is correct, although I'm slightly concerned. We do need to make sure that that other drone does not attack. Because it might destroy the alien power source, which would be disheartening. But also damaging to Spider's face. But alas, I can't really do anything about it at this range. I don't think Quicksilly has a shot either. Nope, she doesn't. Oh well. KOR, the man himself, takes his best move, but doesn't really get anywhere with it. Well, we'll get him to reload, because why not?
Falling back.
A second drone appears on the left. Thor takes a reaction shot. But he does miss, alas. A sad fact of life. The Shiv also misses. This drone just nicks off. Fair enough. Well, let's just not ask any questions about that sort of thing. Let's just advance. The Shiv does advance.
What could they possibly be storing in those tanks?
Probably people. A drone is destroyed. And now King is able to take a defensive position amongst this blue hairdryer. It's probably a hairdryer. I should get him to reload his weapon because he has been using it a lot. Spider finally gets away from the power source and is able to, like, not go up instantly should he get shot. Quicksilly, advancing, has really been next to no actual enemy opposition at this stage. It's quite disappointing. I was expecting to see action, glory. But hey, it's best not to be too concerned about that sort of thing. Thor, the man who's actually yet to use his sniper rifle. That's the thing about snipers, they're mainly pistol ears. Up, the drone is back. But not much further back. It just moves slightly to the left. Best to shoot it out the sky while we can.
Bye-bye.
That's right. Bye-bye. And now the Shiv advances once again. Finally revealing some real enemies for a change. Some heavy floaters. They take a reasonable position, but they are being flanked by our good old Shiv here. 7 damage being dealt by the Shiv immediately. King has the opportunity to either advance or test out his new blaster launcher, which deals up to 9 damage. Although it does home by itself, it's not going to get all of them, which is somewhat disappointing. Not sure if I prefer this one or the other one. Oh, let's give it a shot. Well, it was satisfying, whatever it was. Quicksilly has beautiful shots on all of them. But we'll see if anyone else does at this particular point in time. Thor advances and gains the same potential targets as Quicksilly. And he takes the shot,
Hostiles pacified.
pacifying the heavy floater with, well, Nordic precision. Bubbles probably isn't going to be really able to take much of a shot, but we'll get him out there. Oh, he can, and he will. Alas, it was a miss.
Shot failed to connect.
Well, Quicksilly, what are you doing? Well, you've already attacked, haven't you? Fair enough. Bit of smoke grenade action to protect good old KOR would be nice. I was thinking he wouldn't miss, but he did. So smoke grenade to hopefully cover that problem. Apparently not. Smoke grenade completely pointless. Still, we have the power to heal our brethren. Quicksilly, in a fit of rage, will now shoot down the enemies mercilessly.
Taken care of.
Taken care of indeed. The second one shall now be headshotted.
He's down.
Quicksilly shows us how it's done, but it is a bit disappointing that KOR has taken such a manly hit. Still, at least we'll be able to stabilize him next turn. Spider getting into action, getting ready to protect our friends. Because friendship is protection. The drone attempts to look menacing, but fails to do so. Shiv tells it how to actually look menacing for real, and the drone takes a good lesson. King, of course, advancing. Gotta love how useless that smoke grenade was. It's like, oh, he's a bit exposed, the smoke grenade will help. No, of course it won't help.
Dead and gone.
Time to stabilize KOR, isn't it? If the camera would obey. Speaking of stabilization, here you are.
Come on, hold on.
He has been stabilized. His footing assured. And now the next door is, I believe, up here. Let's rotate the camera again. I believe it's through here. And that's then this area here is a large yet final room. The Shiv has actually good time to reload the Shiv, would you believe? So what we'll do is we'll make this the final turn, then we'll call it a video. Reload the laser cannon. Quicksilly, just advancing slightly. I think we've cleared this room out, but it never hurts to be a little bit defensive. Especially as we just lost somebody. Well, nearly lost them. Manliness was still preserved through the power of spraying water on people's face. But hey, it still happened.
Shut up. Listen.
Shut up and listen is the message of the day. And it'll be the message for this video. So when we come back, we'll continue to play more XCOM. Oh, yeah.